Tensions are rising in Golden State as whispers of a potential starting lineup shakeup gain traction. According to a well-connected source familiar with the team, the Warriors are seriously considering a major adjustment, possibly even moving one of their longtime starters to the bench. After a demoralizing loss to the Houston Rockets, the coaching staff appears ready to make bold changes in an effort to reignite the team's playoff push. While such a move might seem drastic, it may be exactly what the Warriors need. One player who had seen reduced minutes recently is now reportedly back in the mix and might even return to the starting five. Despite his recent shooting struggles, his overall impact, particularly on defense, remains significant. In the playoffs, where every possession counts and every substitution can alter the course of a game, those intangible contributions matter more than ever. The timing of these rumored changes only adds to the intrigue. The source behind the report has followed the Warriors for decades and has accurately predicted lineup decisions in the past. So when they suggest that a change is coming, it's not something to dismiss lightly. The player in question made a strong case in his last outing, delivering timely threes, crucial rebounds, and converting all his free throws while helping the Warriors claw back from an early deficit. However, his inconsistency remains a concern. He's alternated between difference maker and non-factor throughout the series. In one game, he barely saw the floor, only to return later with energy and poise when called upon unexpectedly. This leaves the coaching staff with a tough decision. The player who originally earned a starting nod this series has underwhelmed in several outings. Statistically, there's no obvious answer. One averages around 11 points per game with a solid true shooting percentage, while the other trails slightly in both areas. Both shoot about 33 to 34% from deep, but that doesn't tell the full story. Playoff basketball is about more than numbers. It's about chemistry, hustle, and defensive presence. The returning player has arguably been one of the team's top defenders in the series, holding a key opposing scorer to just 38% shooting across nearly 50 possessions. His 7-foot wingspan has disrupted passing lanes and given the Warriors defensive versatility, a trait the team desperately needs heading into a must-win game. It's not just about who starts either. It's about who finishes and who plays in the crucial stretches that can decide a series. The Warriors need someone who can contribute on both ends without compromising the team's rhythm. There's also a psychological dimension. One player has embraced his bench role, stayed engaged, and stepped up when given the chance. Another, however, has shown signs of mental drift, frustration, hesitation, and a lack of focus after being benched late in the regular season. In the playoffs, body language matters. Leadership matters. The coaches know it, and so do the fans. Interestingly, the fan reaction after the Rockets' loss has been surprisingly calm. Instead of panic, there's cautious optimism. Maybe that's because the roster is deeper than people assumed. One player who hadn't played much earlier in the series made the most of his opportunity late in Game 5, another reminder that this team has options, and that those options are evolving. There's another layer to this drama. A different player missed Game 5 entirely, reportedly sidelined by a severe headache. While he's said to be feeling better and could return for Game 6, his absence raised eyebrows. He wasn't on the bench, he wasn't with the team, and now, suddenly, he's expected to rejoin the rotation. Some fans suspect there's more to the story than what's being said publicly. While it's speculative, several close to the organization believe this might not just be about physical health. Mental fatigue, internal tension, those whispers are growing louder, especially given his recent lack of involvement on and off the court. Still, amid all the questions, the Warriors' core group has shown a notable sense of composure. Even in defeat, there are signs of resilience. The team knows what's at stake, and Game 6 is now all that matters. Whatever lineup head coach Steve Kerr and his staff settle on, the focus must be absolute. No hesitation, no sentimentality. The margin for error is gone. The postseason doesn't just test talent, it tests trust, focus, and identity. If the Warriors want to keep their season alive, they'll need 5 players on the floor who are fully locked in physically, mentally, and emotionally.